Hari Om and a humble pranam to everyone. Once again, on behalf of Chinmaya Mission and Chinmaya Vidyalaya, I'd like to extend to all of you most cordial welcome to this the final night of this 3-night Jnana Yajna commemorating the birth anniversary of my beloved Gurudev. Known as Balakrishnan, he was born of noble parents on May 8, 1916. Exactly 101 years ago, Puja Gurudev would have taken birth in Ernakulam, Kerala, India. On May 9th, 1965, Gurudev's sacred feet made an imprint on Trinidad's soil, paving the way for the establishment of Chinmaya Mission and this ashram in our twin island republic. That happened in 1997. As we would have mentioned on the very first night, this year we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the establishment of Chinmaya Mission here in Trinidad and Tobago. Indeed, we are all very much privileged to be in the presence of one of Gurudev's direct disciples, the spiritual head of Chinmaya Mission, Trinidad and Tobago, and the principal of the Vidyalaya, our very own near and dear Puja Swami Prakashananda ji. On his behalf, I want to say a very special welcome to the President of Chinmaya Mission, Trinidad and Tobago, Sri Ruplal Rambihari ji, who is here with us this evening. Special welcome also to our brahmacharis and brahmacharinis. Indeed, we are very happy to have all the students who are here pursuing the 3rd residential Vedanta course offered by Puja Swamiji, to Mr. and Mrs. Ram Kalawan, and all our specially invited guests. Special welcome to a very hard-working vice principal, teachers, parents, students, and members of the Education Board, as well as members of the Chinmaya Mission family. Very special welcome to all of you. This program is broadcast live on Akashvani 106.5 FM. To the listening audience, we welcome your participation and we appreciate your interest as well as your feedback. He too is a disciple of Gurudev, an eloquent orator of Shastras, a great organizer, a widely traveled spiritual teacher, a world-renowned public speaker and author. His seminars and workshops offer practical and insightful techniques that have helped many to increase their efficiency and live a purposeful life. To give you a brief glimpse into the life of the present head of Chinmaya Mission worldwide, Mukhya Swami Swarupananda ji, I now invite one of our grade 9 students, Shannon Das. Shannon?
Hari Om, everyone. In an era predominant with skepticism and confusion about matters spiritual, Swami Swarupananda Ji is a rare voice that blends genuineness with accessibility, theory with self-practice, and logic with heart. Born and bred in the bustling commercial capital of New Delhi, India, Swamiji had always been convinced that beyond life's superficial everyday joys and sorrows, there was something more enduring and satisfying. Swami Swarupananda Ji says that he grew up in a family that believed in values. As a child, he heard from his grandmother many religious stories based on the great Indian epics and history of saints. These stories suddenly came to life, acquiring new meaning and depth when, as an adolescent, he encountered the distinguished master of Vedanta, Gurudev Swami Chinmaya Ji. His heart completely transformed and inspired by Gurudev's discourses and lofty vision. In 1984, Swami Swarupananda Ji gave up his family's thriving business in Hong Kong to embark on a spiritual quest under the divine tutelage of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda and Pujya Guruji Swami Tejomayananda. After undergoing intensive monastic training and an exhaustive study of the scriptures at Sandipani Sadhanalaya, Mumbai, Swamiji returned to Hong Kong in 1986 to spread the timeless message of Vedanta. His name then was Brahmachari Sushil. Subsequent to his many years of selfless service as a Brahmachari to Chinmaya Mission, the vision of Gurudev, and humanity on the whole, he was initiated into sannyas as Swami Swarupananda in March 1992 by Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda Ji himself. Formerly, Swamiji has served as the regional head of Chinmaya Mission Australia, United Kingdom, Middle East, Africa and Far East, and is presently chairman of the Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth Trust, University for Sanskrit and Indic Traditions, and director of the Chinmaya International Residential School in Coimbatore, South India. Earlier this year, he was bestowed by Guruji Swami Tejomayananda Ji the title of Mukhya Swami Swarupananda Ji, head of Chinmaya Mission worldwide. Few men are called to serve humanity the way Swami Swarupananda Ji does. Fewer actually achieve the unique impact and response that Swamiji has. A widely traveled spiritual teacher, Swamiji is a world-renowned public speaker and author. Swamiji has traversed the globe several times, touching the lives of thousands of eager listeners in cities as diverse as London, New York, Sydney, New Delhi, Singapore, Dubai, and Lagos. He has inspired many successful business leaders around the world and countless spiritual aspirants to greater heights in their inner unfoldment. His versatility spans a range of subjects and fuses the ancient spiritual truths of Vedanta with the fast-paced lifestyle of modern day. Swami Swarupananda Ji has given lectures at Harvard University and London School of Business, as well as for businesses such as the Ford Motor Company, Credit Suisse, and Mark's New York Life. His seminars and workshops in particular offer practical and insightful techniques that have helped many to increase their efficiency and to live a more dynamically balanced and purposeful life. Thank you and Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Shannon. So little is known in these parts about the new head of Chinmaya Mission. So we thought it fit in with Swamiji's blessings that Shannon would present this piece today. Our beloved Gurudev once said, The greatness of the Vidyalaya is not its large classrooms or its vast playgrounds. It becomes great when the students work sincerely, grow up to be successful men and women of character, and have the ability and dynamism to serve their country, community, and culture. He continues, I am sure children of our Vidyalayas will all grow up to be giants in our land and in this world in another 20 to 30 years. At our schools, the secular curriculum has been wedded to the sacred. And so, Chinmaya Vidyalaya, its unique educational offering, one which has been contributing to the educational landscape wherever these Vidyalayas were established. Staff, parents, administrators, they work towards fulfilling Gurudev's vision, making a difference in the world. Today, this Vidyalaya that has been established here, right here in Trinidad in 2003, it has grown, and over 700 of our students, they learn Sanskrit. They engage in chanting sacred mantras and stotram. At a high school, our students study Vedanta, as well as values for healthy life through our Chinmaya Vision program. Not only that, but we would have produced some of the best results in this nation over the years. Just to compare, our national statistics indicate that there is a 60% failure ratio in mathematics and English language. Here at this high school, we have been able to produce every year 100% success. All our students continue to excel. Last year, we had one of our students who would have written 11 subjects. He would have created history in this school, scoring 11 distinctions in all the 11 subjects that he wrote. And I just want to remind you, whereas students in our nation's school will write 5 subjects, or 7 subjects, or 9 subjects, we don't allow that here. It is 10 or nothing. This year, starting tomorrow, our students are again going to engage in that national exam, and none of them is writing 6 or 5 or 8 subjects. Everybody is writing 11 and 12 subjects. And we're very much confident that all of them are going to do very well. So this is the kinds of contribution that, our students and our teachers are making. And for that, we're very much grateful. Grateful for the support of our teachers who work tirelessly every single day, and to our parents who help us so that we can make a difference. At this time, I want to present to you some of the students of our high school as they engage in chanting Gita Dhyanam, followed by verses 31 to 42 of this 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
Om Pardaya Pratibhoritam Bhagavatam Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grati कथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुरेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोण तथा जयद्रथजला गाधारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाज्ञानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्पूर्णापूरितं लोके सज्जन षट्परैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुरा भूयात् भारत पङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः सुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपराक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततर्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः हरि ओम्। दशमोऽध्यायः पवनभवतामस्मि रामशस्त्रभृतामहं झषाणामकरश्चास्मि श्रोत्रसामस्मि जाह्नवी सर्गाणामादिरन्तश्च मध्यं चैवाहमर्जुन अध्यात्मविद्या विद्यानां वारप्रवृतामहम् अक्षराणामकारोऽस्मि द्वन्द्वसामसिकस्य च अहमेवाक्षयकालः दाताहं विश्वतोमुखः मृत्युसर्वहरश्चाहम् उद्भवश्च भविष्यताम् कीर्तिश्रीवाचनारीणां स्मृतिर्मेधा धृतिक्षमा बृहत्सामा तथा साम्नां गायत्री छन्दसामहं मासानामार्गशीर्षोऽहं ऋतूनां कुसुमाकरः द्यूतं चलेतामस्मि तेजस्तेजस्विनामहं जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्त्वं सद्भवतामहं वृषीणां वासुदेवोऽस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामप्यहं व्यासः कवीनामुशना कविः दन्दो दमयतामस्मि नीतिरस्मि जगीषतां मौनं चैवास्मि गुह्यानां ज्ञानं ज्ञानवतामहं यच्चापि सर्वभूतानां बीजं तरहमर्जुन न तरस्ति विना यत्स्यां मया भूतं चराचरं नातोऽस्ति मम दिव्यानां विभूतीनां परन्तप एष तु देशतः प्रोक्तः विभूतिर्विस्तरो मया यद्यद् विभूतिमत्सत्त्वं श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा ततरेवावगच्छत्वं मम तेजोंश सम्भवम् अथवा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तवार्जुन विष्टव्याहमिदं कृत्स्नम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत्। ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे विभूतियोगो नाम दशमोऽध्यायः। Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Thank you very much, students of Chinmaya Vidyalaya High School, for that wonderful presentation. In your last year, we had one request from one radio station to prepare and present 20 pieces on Deepavali. That was a successful program that was run during the Diwali season, and our students excelled. Every year, there's a grand yoga celebration, and for the past 2 years, they have invited our students to open this program with Vedic chanting. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd now hand over to our Reverend Puja Swami Prakashananda ji for tonight's message.
I must tell you also that the credit for the good chanting of the children goes to Brahmacharini Leelavati. Mr. Ramkilawan had a very good vision for the school, and the vision is slowly being realized because social institutions take a long time to build. They just don't come overnight. And Mr. Ramkilawan's vision was the brahmacharis and brahmacharinis should also filter into the schools, not just to be taught by their teachers, regular teachers, but the brahmacharis and brahmacharinis also should be teaching in the schools. And that will make a tangible difference. But of course, the number of brahmacharis and brahmacharinis are less, and it will take years to build up a big cadre of teachers like that. It is coming there slowly, and when we get just one dedicated brahmacharini like that, you can see a marked difference. So thank you to Brahmacharini Leelavati. That is called lifting the bar. All right. It will happen. Everything happens in its own time. Let me say a special welcome to all of you and to all the students, all the parents who are here, and all the students, all the mission members who have come, board members, and to all those who are listening outside on Akashvani. A very special welcome to Mr. Chris Singh and his very hard-working team down at the back there. If you are joining us tonight for the first time, we are seeing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10. It is called as Vibhuti Yoga. Chapter 10 is entitled as Vibhuti Yoga. You would have heard the children chant just now the remaining verses. And Vibhuti means the glory and greatness and the majesty and magnanimity and all such things of God. And it is one of those rare places in Shastras where Bhagavan himself speaks about himself on the prompting of Arjuna. Otherwise, the Lord has no business to speak about him. So with devotees speak about the Lord. The whole of Bhagavad Puran, which is about 50 times bigger than Bhagavad Gita, 45 times, let us say, bigger than Bhagavad Gita. There, the devotee is speaking about Bhagavan. Bhagavan doesn't speak about himself. The devotee is speaking about the Lord. But here in this Bhagavad Gita, in the 10th chapter only, the Lord speaks about his own glories. And why? So that Arjuna wanted something which all of us also should adopt. Something to let the mind rest on. Otherwise, the mind only rests on worldly things. So something spiritual, something uplifting, enriching, for the mind to rest on. So Bhagavan is describing his glories all around. So whenever our mind comes upon that thing, we'll remember, oh, but this is only the glory of God. Otherwise the human mind is very gross, very worldly, very tamasic, all such things. You see? So the vibhuti of Bhagavan is given so that when we look around and we see what Bhagavan is referring to in his glories, and we see those things in the world, immediately our mind will go to him. And we saw last, like speech for instance, Gira Masmekam Aksharam. I am that one letter, Om, among speech, and I gave, so now next time anybody speaks, or even when you speak, you should be thinking, how, amazing thing, how do we speak? Philosophers have been philosophizing on this for years and years and years, countless millennia. How do we speak, To see a gross thing. So first, the cognition of the thing. And after the cognition, to make a judgment, sometimes a value judgment, or any type of judgment on the thing. So first the cognition, then the judgment, or the analysis, or the some sort of mental process, analyzing the thing. And then after that, to evoke a response verbally. The process is yet to be discovered in science. In science. In Vedas, the processes are very clear there. Parapashyanti, Madhyaman, Vaikhari and all, very nicely it is given in Shastras. Science is still way behind. But it is an amazing feat of Bhagavan where something gross and physical can be expressed verbally. Now people don't think about all of these things. What do we think about? All the worldly thing only. Baigan gone up last week. And okro's case too bad. And Vasa passing around to check who water in the plant with hose. So these are all the worldly cares and discussions and things that go on a day-to-day basis. Axe the tax. I'm just talking about all the discussion that are going. Who thinking about Gira? Speech and how it works and all that. Philosophical topics. So Bhagavan is introducing us to these type of things. And last night I told you, the prayers that we have known for so long in religious circles and all, are the type of prayers that we should give up. If you're engaging in prayer at all, any prayer at all, that thing should be called as worship. For the English word should be worship. That is called as archana. Archana, worship. And worship is a different thing from prayer. Prayer is a begging. Worship is adoration. There's a difference? Adoration of Bhagavan. Or showing gratitude to the Lord. Because, especially I was telling you, people like us in Trinidad, we have everything up to our throat. We have been blessed profusely, more than anybody. I told you that this is the third richest country in the Western Hemisphere after the United States and Canada, per capita. So we're blessed, and in fact better than America and Canada put together. In Trinidad is the only country in the world, we're talking about Canada and America, whole world, where two motorists stop in the middle of the road and have a conversation and block the two sides of the traffic, and nobody will say anything. Where you can do this in the world and park up anywhere. Park up any place, man. You try that in New York and Miami and all, then you'll know. You see? It's a blessed country. Go and cook by the beach. You can't even light a fire in other countries. You go by any beach and light a fire and see what happens. Go by some river and light a fire, then you will know. Here people light fire and choke fire and do anything with fire. So we are all blessed. We have everything up to our throat already. And the type of prayer, I told you, in any case, that type of begging, results of action, by simple law of karma, results of action come by doing the action, not by praying. Please remember this simple rule. Results of actions come by doing the action, not by praying. And a simple thing, I'll tell you. All the children will also be able to answer this very clearly. If one student is praying whole night to Mother Saraswati to let me pass the CXC exam tomorrow, and one student is studying to pass the exam, who will pass? One student praying to Mother Saraswati to pass the exam, not studying, and the other one studying and no praying. Who will pass? The type of cheap spirituality that we have been handed and we have been practicing, that thing has to be thrown out. Prayer doesn't pass exams. Hard work passes exams. Study passes exams. So you have to study hard. That is all. Many atheists pass all exams. They don't believe in God too. So these simple pointers tell spirituality is a whole different ball game altogether. Not to go and beg before God. If you want to pray, sit down and you glorify God. Show gratitude to God. Thank God. Sing His praises. Prabhu, I can't figure you out. You so good. Like that. That praise God, you're begging for nothing. If you want anything in this world, have the guts to get up and work for it. People who pray to God only for everything have no guts. God will give me this, and God will give me that, and God will give me the other thing. And it's an amazing thing. People praying for health and eating junk food on the next side. You eating everything, all junk food, and praying for health. Look now, man. In Trinidad language, very expressive. All right. So Bhagwan's glory is on the path of spirituality, and that's why I say we have to glorify God. See His greatness and His magnificence and His majesty. Running in and through all things, immanent in all things in the universe. That will help in the glorification. This is a different type of spirituality, not the regular thing. Okay. So, when we left it last night, I think I reached now number 25, I left it at. Dashama. 25. Correct? Bhishma Drona Pramukhata. No, that's the wrong chapter. This computer set me up. The computer start first chapter. I'll put it to sleep on 10th chapter and you wake up in first chapter. Okay. Bhishma Drona Pramukhatha. That's not 10th chapter. Bhishma doesn't come in 10th chapter. Maharshinam bhriguraham giramasmi ekamaksharam yajnanam japayajñosmi sthawaranam himalaya. This is where we stopped last night. I saw that Maharshinam bhriguraham, I told you. Among all the Maharshi, see, there are different types of rishis. His name you will see. There is Rishi, there is Maharshi, there is Raja Rishi, there is Deva Rishi. Different types of, you have heard all of these names. And there are many children named Rishi too. People put their son's name Rishi. And one mother I had met, and how she wanted a son, and she wanted to put his name Rishi. Then she didn't get a son, she got a daughter. Then she said, I want to put his girl name Rishi. Then she asked me, how to make that Rishi into feminine? So I told her, you add Bha. Rishi Bha. Rishi Bha. From India. In fact, she came to school here for some 1 or 2 years, I think. So her name is Rishi Bha. But Rishi, so many different types of Rishis. Deva Rishi, there's a Rishi among the Devas. Maharshi means Maharishi, great Rishi. Rishi means ordinary Rishi. Rajarshi. Rajarshi is there also. Means a king who has become a Rishi. Kshatriya who has become a Rishi. So like that, among all the Maharishis, great Rishis, I am Bhrigu, Bhagavan says. Rishi means a seer, one who can see past, present and future. Seer, Rishi. I am that Bhrigu. Bhrigu was a great Rishi in Shastras. Giramasmi Giramasmi ekam aksharam. I told you about that. Om. Yajnanam japayajñosmi. Now today I have to tell you this. Yajnanam japayajñosmi. See, among all yajnas, he says, I am japa yajna. Japa. Japa means repetition. Jap means to repeat in Sanskrit. Jap. Repeat. So you have to take some mantra, some name of the Lord, and go on repeating. It is the most powerful spiritual practice you could ever engage in. That's why Bhagavan says, among all the yajnas, I am japa yajna. People do not really know and could never estimate the power and influence of this thing called japa. And it's such an easy, straightforward thing, and people just don't do. And this is another thing about human beings. They always want the result without doing the action. Isn't it? Human beings want to get educated without studying. They want to get rich without working. Isn't it? They want to be healthy without living healthy lifestyle. How it will happen? It cannot. We want to have the spiritual benefits, and we want peace and tranquility, and we want serenity in our mind and all of these things. We want to be at ease, free from worries, all of that. But we don't want to practice any spirituality. That will not work. So the japa was from Hinduism, was lent to the whole world. How old? Ancient. Bhagavan Shri Krishna lived 30,000 years ago. According to recent discoveries and all. He is giving. And from that, this thing is handed down. No 5,000 years and all. That's all Western people went into India and say, 5,000 years. So you will tell us about our history, or we will tell you about our history? They went into India and said 5,000 years. 30,000 years they are digging up Dwarka, 33,000 years old. They are now excavating Dwarka from under the sea in Gujarat. Since that he is telling, since that time he told about japa. And that was taken in other cultures also. They also have taken their beads and all, and they started japa. Powerful thing, huh? Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. Try, get a mala. First thing you have to do is get a mala. One man tell me, that is why I have not been doing japa, I get no mala. Right now, yeah, he's nirmala. Without mala. That's how we pronounce names in Trinidad. Yeah? Anybody whose name is like that, please don't pronounce their name like that. Yeah? The name is Nirmala. Say? Nirmala, not Nirmala. Nirmala means somebody without mala. Everybody can see you are no mala. Nirmala. Nirmala means free from impurities. Nirmala. Anyway, but we have very interesting pronunciations of names in this country. You get some good laughs sometimes. This japa requires, just now to finish, this also, I told you each one of these things, they all deserve a whole discourse. Japa by itself is a whole discourse. Just to summarize this now, japa, and to move on. There must be a perfect synchronicity between the tolling of the beads, the chanting of the mantra, and the thought of the form associated with that mantra. So if I say, Om Namah Shivaya, that bead has to be told at the same time, I have to say it at the same time, and I have to be thinking about Lord Shiva at the same time. So there is what they call as Mana, Krama, Vachan, what Tulsidas calls Mana, Krama, Vachan. All three come together simultaneously. So there's a synchronicity between all of them. Mana, Krama, the mind is thinking of Lord Shiva. The Krama, the action of the tolling of the beads, like Krama, that's at the bodily level. So there's mind, there's body, and then speech level. All three must come together. That brings a perfect integration in the personality that is required. Chitta ekagrata, that is required for piercing the veil of ignorance and realizing God. This japa is a preparatory stage for that. Let me tell you something. The exam only takes 1 hour or 2 hours. The preparation for the exam taking 15 years, 16 years. Correct or not? So the piercing the veil of ignorance is quick. Is all this preparation, which is here in this case, japa. Bhagavan says, I am japa among all yajnas. Yajnanam japa yajnosmi sthavaranam Himalaya. Among all mountains, I am Himalaya. That means what? Bhagavan knew all the other mountains in the world. How he knew that Himalaya is the most majestic with the highest peaks. And there are so many mountains. Yellowstone, what is it? Andes mountain. And here's Cerro de la Ripo. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Ashvatha Sarva Vrikshanam Devarshinam Cha Naradaha.
Sharanam
Ashwathana. Yes. Ashwatha Sarva Vrikshanam. A very special welcome to all members of the Indian High Commission. Hari Om. Sarva Vrikshanam Ashwathaha Aham. I am, Bhagavan is describing now, among trees. You see, I told you last night, different categories. Among horses, among trees, among mountains, among rivers, among different categories in the world. Among trees, Ashwatha. Ashwatha means a peepal tree. There are many growing here. Those of you who don't know peepal tree. I'm that peepal tree. Let me tell you something. Everything in the world is pervaded by sattva, rajas and tamas. Sattva, rajas and tamas make up all things in the world. Now, among all things, some things are sattvic and some things are rajasic and some things are tamasic. People also, So very sattvic people are there. Means very calm, alert, quiet, vigilant, aware, conscious, sharp, intelligent. All these are sattvic qualities. Then rajasic. Workaholics. Can't sit down quietly. Up and down whole day. And some people talking whole day. No stopping. There are some people who don't know what is full stop and comma. They go non-stop. So very active, rajasic, the active quality. And then there's tamasic. Well, that is everybody's favorite quality. Tamasic means sloth, slumber, laziness, lethargy, dullness, inadvertence, all such things. Sleepy, slumberish. In satsang also they sleep. You're not supposed to sleep in satsang. Please sleep anywhere else but not in. हमारे महात्मा लोग कहते हैं कि जो सत्संग में सोते हैं ना, those who sleep in satsang, अगले जन्म they will become snake. They will become a snake. And if you are sitting next to somebody and he is sleeping and you don't wake him up, you will become a snake charmer. You know that you have to make sure that you wake up that person. You better check now to see that the person next to you, because you don't want to become a snake charmer in your next life. Now, all these three qualities are there in all things. Some are predominantly sattvic, some are predominantly rajasic, and some are predominantly tamasic. But this rule works for everything. This works for animals, plants, objects, human beings. This sattvic, rajasic, tamasic works for everything. So among animals, there are sattvic animals. Those animals which you see the rishis have chosen to worship, they are sattvic animals. Elephants, cows, very sattvic. And some animals are very rajasic and some very tamasic only. And some have a good mix of rajas and tamas. And so now plants. So there are all these sattvic plants the rishis would have. They knew, the keen powers of observation. They could. And so the peepal tree is one of the most sattvic, along with tulsi. Tulsi and peepal. Very, very mango also. Among fruits. Mango tree is of the sattvic type. You see? So here Bhagavan says, among all the trees, I am that Ashwatha Vriksha, that peepal tree. Devarshinam cha naradaha. Among all Devarishi, remember I told you different type of rishis just now. There are rishis among the devas also. So among all of those rishis, I am Narada, the great bhakta of Bhagavan. Narada is given Narada Bhakti Sutras, the sutras on devotion. So I am that Narada. If you see any glorious rishi among the devas, I am him. Bhagwan's glory, you see? Without the Lord glory. Narad also is nothing. Gandharvanam Chitra Rathaha. Among all the Gandharvas. Gandharva means celestial musicians. They are called as Gandharvas. So among them, the best musician was Chitra Ratha, his name. So Bhagwan said, I am that Chitra Ratha. Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. In Bhagavad Puran, there is the great Siddha Purusha called as Kapila Muni. We'll be seeing in Bhagavad. We have seen previously also. Kapil's exposition on Vedanta. Kapil Muni. So among all the, there's Kapil Gita also from Bhagavad Puran. So I am that Kapil Muni among all the great Siddha Purushas. Siddha means adepts, those who have achieved the highest end, established in that. Uchchai Shravasam Ashwanam Vidhi Mam Amritodbhavam. I am Uchchai Shravasam Ashwanam. Ashwanam means among horses. Now see, among horses also, the best horse known is the horse that Indra rides. He's called as Uchchai Shravasa. Indra's horse is called as Uchchai Shravasa. When they were churning the Milky Ocean, you heard that story? That Uchchai Shravasa came out there from that Milky Ocean and was given to Indra. So the best among horses, Uchchai Shravasa, Vidhi Mam Amritodbhavam, who came out from that Milky Ocean. Airavatam Gajendranam. He also rides an elephant, which is called Airavatam. So among elephants, Gajendra, I am Airavatam, Indra's elephant. Naranam cha Naradhipam. Among men, I am the king. The king is the foremost among men. I am the king among men. Everybody always look up to the king. We have one Babaji called king also. I'm king among men. Ayudhanam ham vajram. See that now. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Ayadhanamaham vajram dhenu namasmi kamadhuk.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Prajana shasmi kandarpaha sarpanamasmi vasukihi.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Anantaschasmi naganam varuno yadasamaham.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Pitrunam aryamachasmi yama samyamatamaham.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Prahladaschasmi dayyanam kalakalayatamaham.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Mriganam chamigrendoham venate yascha pakshinam.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Pavana pavatamasmi Rama Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Ayudhanamaham Vajram. Among all weapons in the world, I am the Vajra. Vajra means the thunderbolt. This thunderbolt is said to be the most devastating weapon. Means weapon that is wielded by hand like that. Thunderbolt. The other weapons, Brahma Astra and all, is said to be the most lethal weapon, but that is wielded actually by mantra. It's different. The Vajra is wielded by like that. So among all of those weapons, I am Vajra. The Vajra, the thunderbolt, special type of weapon. Dhenuna must be Kamadhuk. Among cows, now see, I am Kamadhuk, means the wish-fulfilling cow of the Shastras. And one more thing, see, all those who are skeptics, right? And you say, what are you talking about wish-fulfilling cow and this and that? I tell over and over to all the people of Trinidad and Tobago, please do not exclude anything from the realm of possibility, because in an infinite Lord, with infinite power, with infinite pervasiveness, anything is possible. You cannot exclude any possibility from Bhagwan. Second thing, you do not ever think out of conceit that you are the only beings in this world. This world is infinite, and earth doesn't even fit here in the grand scheme of things. In the grand infinite scheme of things, earth doesn't fit here also. And I don't know what makes human beings feel that they are so great, that they are the only being, and then there is no such thing as Kamadhuk, Kalpataru, there is no Swarga, there is no... You made the world over, how you knew? How you know? The Lord himself, who is incarnated and is telling, and then we say, no, he doesn't know. You know? Dhenuna must be Kamadhuk, the wish-fulfilling cow mentioned in the Shastras. I am that cow. A very mysterious cow. Anything you wish for from that cow, you can get. Prajanaschasmi Kandarpaha. I am Kamadev among progenitors. Progenitors means to say the creative desire in all human beings, all creatures, not in human beings, every little ant. The creative desire in all things. Without that, no procreation, propagation of the species. None of us would have been here. The creative desires in all beings. Sarpana must be Vasuki. I am Vasuki, the king of serpents, among a different class of beings now. Another loka. I am Vasuki. Anantaschasmi Naganam. And all the Nagas, I am Ananta, the 1,000-headed serpent. 1,000-headed? We see some creatures, there are snakes with 2 heads. Isn't it? Look here. If Bhagwan can make a creature with 2 heads, and it is alive, why he cannot make one with 1,000 heads? Wait, anything is outside his capacity? Nothing is outside his capacity. He can very well make 1,000 head what? 10,000 heads. If Bhagwan cannot do something, there's something wrong with Bhagwan. Isn't it? If he says Bhagwan cannot do this or cannot do that, there's something wrong with he. So we cannot say Bhagwan cannot do this or do that. 1,000-headed serpent, Anantaschasmi Naganam, Varuno Yadasamaham. I am Varunaha among all the water bodies and all. Varuna. Then Pitrya Varuna means the god of waters. Pitrya Aryama Chasmi. In Pitrilok, the king is called as Aryama. Pitrilok is a different lok where ancestors go for some time. You call it Pitrilok. So there the king is called as Aryama. Just like in Swarga, the king is called as Indra. So Aryama is the king there. I am that king. Yamasam Yamatamaham. I am among all those people who are great adepts at controlling, at control. I am that Yama itself, that controlling power. Yes. People lack this control, Simple thing. Water, Coca-Cola. Water, Coca-Cola. Water, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. No control. Cucumber cake. Cucumber cake. Cucumber cake. Cake. Sada roti pizza. Sada roti pizza. Sada roti pizza. Pizza. No control. I am that control. Prahlada Shasmi Daityanam. Among all the Daityas, I am Prahlad. What a wonderful, inspiring story of Prahlad. Prahlad, to be born to a Rakshas father. Rakshas father. Hiranyakashipu. And to have turned out to be the great Prahlad who can inspire humanity is a monumental example in self-transformation that is available, a self-transformative power available to every human being, and nobody uses it. Lo, everybody sits there and just ride with the crowd. The whole crowd going like that, bah, over the cliff like sheep. Human beings like sheep, All human beings like sheep. A sheep in Sesame Street, there's a sheep coming. And there's a cliff here. The sheep goes bare over. The next sheep behind, bare over. Third sheep, bare. Human being like that only. Only everybody doing something. One thing, the whole everybody following. Somebody doing one thing, everybody following that thing only. Follow fashion. Monkey see monkey. Do, they say. We like to follow things. Follow only. That's why everybody always looking at what in style. Have you heard? Bell bottom pants in style. So everybody wearing bell bottom. What then? Gun mouth. Gun mouth pants in style. Everybody wearing gun mouth. So everybody only looking to see what in style, and then everybody follow. Crocs in style, Crocs. So everybody wear Crocs. And then there are some shoes in the mouth thin like this in front. They call kick and stab. So when that in style, everybody wear. The whole society like to follow. They're only looking to see what and that's why we have such nice words. What is trending? Trending these days. Have you heard this word? Trend. So everybody only check it out to see what is trending, and then everybody. Sheep mentality. Sheep. Where is that lion heart that says, the crowd is going that side, I will go that side. Stand up and stand out. And we stand along. This Prahlad was that lion-hearted human being, born to that type of family. I will not follow the crowd. He stand up against all odds. Prahlad. And victorious also. So powerful. And the one who stands like that, stands gloriously, he can bring down God on earth also. Which he did. Prahlada Shasmi Daityanam Kala Kalayatamaham. Among the recognizers of time, those people who keep time, I'm Kal, I'm time itself. And those people who in the colors, people who dance and all, music and all, they have to have I am that timing itself. That time is Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Among all the animals, I am Mriga Indra. Mriga Indra means the lion. The lion among all the animals. What is it? In some movie and all, English movie, what is his name? Simba comes from Singha. Huh? Lion King, yes. See, Simba they put, actually Singha. They don't know how to pronounce his name properly, you know. We have to tell them how to pronounce his name. His name is Singha. Like that. So I am the lion. I was telling in our class that I don't know how the lion, in our tradition, we think that the elephant is strongest, you know. But here is the king of... one day the lion come out. Let me tell you this story. You know. The lion came out and he asked that rabbit, "Hey rabbit, who is the king of the jungle?" Rabbit said, you. Then he asked that deer, "Hey deer, who is the king of the jungle?" Deer said, you, oh lion. Then asked that monkey, "Hey, who is the king of the jungle?" Monkey said, you are the king. Then he asked that elephant, "Hey, who is the king of the jungle?" That elephant wrapped him with that trunk and he threw him over there. Then that lion got up half broken now. He said, "Man, if you didn't know the answer, you didn't have to get on so." From that kind of story, I think the elephant is stronger one. But the majesty of a lion is unparalleled, actually. The majestic nature of a lion is unparalleled. The speed and the power and the precision of its strike is unparalleled. Elephants could never mimic any such. Elephant cannot even gallop. Isn't it? Huh? No wonder the majesty of the lion is. So he said, Bhagavan says, among all these animals, Mriganam cha mrigendroham vainate yascha pakshinam. Among all the birds, I am Vainata. Vainata means Vainateya. Vainateya is Garud. Garud's mother's name was Vinita. Vinita. And so from Vinita, we got Vainateya. That's how you get his name, Vainateya. Garud, the Vahan of Bhagavan Vishnu. Names are derived like that, and Hindu names are derived very nicely actually. Like Arjuna's name, Kunti, he became Kaunteya. Hanumanji's mother, Anjani, he became Anjaneya. So Vinita, Vainateya, like that. Named from their mother, they get their names. So, among all these birds, I am Garud himself. Last night I told you about Garud. I hope you don't forget. I hope you remember. Pavana Pavatamasmi Rama Shastra Bridhamaham. Among all the purifiers in the world, I am Pavana, the wind. People say fire is the greatest purifier, you know. Fire, purifier. Bhagavan says, among purifiers, I am wind. You know why? Indeed, fire is a great purifier. That is true. But he says, I am Pavana among all purifiers. The reason is, fire will stay one place, and whatever is there, it will burn that thing and purify only that. Wind will move over the whole earth. We get African wind over here, you know. And the wind will take away all bad scents and bad things, it will take it away. When move over the whole earth, it doesn't have to, it's not restricted to one place, while fire is restricted to one place. So the greatest purifier, wind, Pavana Pavatamasmi Rama Shastrapita. Among all those who wield weapons, wielder of weapons, I am Rama. Oh, the most wonderful wielder of weapon. Bhagavan himself is identifying with that form of his, which is called as Rama. Why? Because anybody who has a weapon in his hand, I mean, see, weapon has always been part of the phenomena which we know, right? Weapon has always been there. Weapon has always been around. But the one who has a weapon in his hand should also have samatha. Samatha means equilibrium and balance, equipoise, so that that weapon can be wielded properly. When it has to be used, it will be used. When it is not to be used, it will not be used. If that person doesn't have that balance to wield that weapon becomes a dangerous thing in his hand, isn't it? That's like you give a knife to a child. What will happen? Dangerous thing. So Rama has that great balance and equilibrium. And so anybody with that type of equilibrium, he should have a weapon. And you know today, people who commit all of these great crimes and all, they have no such thing as any balance and all. That is why all of these things are happening. So among all the wielders of weapon, I am the Rama. Rama Shastra Vedamaham, Jashana Makarashasmi. Among all fishes, I am a shark, the most powerful fish. Srotasamasmi Jahnavi. Among rivers, I am Ganga, the great Ganga, which we have seen so many times in our Ramayana and all. That is something to see, that Ganga. Oh, especially in the rainy season, when that thing is in spate, it will move your heart. It will move you. You do not see a sight like that. To see that body of water of that magnitude and the speed at which it is going, it is heart-rending, actually. It will surely instill fear in your heart. You have to see that thing. And that Jahnavi, Ganga. Jahnavi is another name for Ganga. Because Jahnu Rishi, that one Rishi swallowed that Ganga. So he got that name Jahnavi. Sarganam Adirantascha Madhyancha Eva Aham Arjuna. O Arjuna, I am the beginning, the middle and the end of all creations. Without me, nothing happens in this world. Beginning, middle and end of all creations. Sarganam Adirantascha Madhyancha. Like that. Adhyatma Vidya. We chanted? Yes. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada Pravadatam Aham. Among all the knowledges in this world, among all Vidya, I am Adhyatma Vidya. That is what we are studying in this Bhagavad Gita. That is what the Upanishad is all about. Adhyatma Vidya is the knowledge about the Adhyatma. Adhyatma iti Adhyatma. What is Adhyatma? The indwelling self. The self which dwells in me and dwells in all things. That is called as Adhyatma. So that type of knowledge, Bhagavan says, I am. Because there are so many countless knowledge in the world, isn't it? And knowledge of watches. Watch knowledge. People have all different type of knowledge. And this knowledge is becoming more and more specialized, isn't it? You see, an expert is one who knows more and more about less and less. You have heard? He's an expert because he only knows about microphone, let us say. Or maybe this type of microphone. One fellow went to the doctor and he said, Doctor, please check my eyes. My eye is giving some trouble. The doctor said, which eye? Right eye or left eye? He said, right eye. He said, well, I am a left eye specialist. No, see what the specialized. He knows more and more about less and less. More and more about the left eye. Some story somebody made up. But he knows more and more about less and less. He's called an expert. And an absolute expert, he knows everything about nothing. But among all knowledges, everything you can learn in this world, and that is endless, right? There is no end. He says, I am Adhyatma Vidya, that Adhyatma Vidya, which is the knowledge of the self, the indwelling self. Vada Pravadatamaham. Among all those who debate, I am Vada. What is this Vada and all, you know? There are three types of people who have discussion and debate. Three types of discussion and debate. One is called as Vada, one is called as Jalpa, and the other is called as Vitanda. Let me tell you what is Vada and Vitanda. When two people are having Vada, debate, this one and this one, they are discussing, they want to find out the truth. They have a genuine interest in finding out the truth, so they have a discussion. That is called as Vada. The next one is called as Jalpa. This fellow is only interested in defeating this fellow. And this fellow is only interested in defeating this man by Chala or Jati. Chala and Jati means by circumvention or by, deceit or anything to defeat each other. He doesn't care about finding out truth or anything. He cares only about defeating. They care only about defeating each other. And the last one called Vitanda, well, that's worse. Vitanda worst. How is worse? This man, he doesn't care about establishing his point. See, if I defeat that fellow, about establishing his point, he doesn't care about anything like that. He just cares about defeating that man to make him look bad. So now these three type of discussion which is going on there, Bhagavan says among the three of them, the best is the first one, where the two people have a genuine interest in finding out the truth. That is called Vada. So he says, Vada pravadatamaham. I am that Vada. Aksharanam akarosmi. No, that we didn't chant, huh? Now we have to chant. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Aksharanam karosmi, dvandva samasikasya cha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Ahameva akshaya kalaha, thataham vishwato mukhaha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Sarvaharashchaham udbhavascha bhavishyata.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Iti Shri Vakshanariyam smritir medha dhritikshamaha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
When I look at the time, I feel I will only have time to finish that much. But you get the point. I'll summarize the last part, but don't worry. We'll see that. Aksharanam akarosmi. Among all the letters, I am first letter. That's the first letter. I told you yesterday when we were doing Om, the first letter to come out from anybody's mouth is You only have to open your mouth. All you have to do is open your mouth. Will come out. I am that letter. First and foremost among all letters. Akarosmi, dvandva samasikasya. This is all technical thing. Among all the different types of samasa. In Sanskrit, there is something called a samasa. Samasa means compound. Several types of compounds are there. Among all those compounds, the easiest, most straightforward and simple to understand, that is called as dvandva samas, where you just join up words. without making any modifications in the word. You just join them up and you modify the last one only. Otherwise, in Sanskrit, every word has to be modified. It's called as declined. It's a big, complex thing. So, Dvandva Samas, I'll give you an example. If you have to say Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita go to the forest. Let's a simple example, right? You'll have to say Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Sita cha, or you could just put one cha if you want. Vanam gachanti. They go to the forest. Now, see, Ramaha cha, Lakshmanaha cha, Sita cha, like that. You could remove all that and put Rama, Lakshmana, Sitaha, Vanam gacchati. See, that Rama, you don't know Ramaha, you leave a Raha and all. Lakshmanaha, you leave a Raha. You just join up the name itself. Rama, Lakshmana, Sitaha, Vanam gacchati. So that joining of those names together is called as a compound. That is the easiest compound in Sanskrit. It's called a Dvandva Samas. So Bhagavan says, among all Samas, I am that Dvandva Samas. Easy compound. Amayeva Akshaya Kalaha. I am that. Akshaya Kala, that time which never finishes, limitless time. I am. Ahameva Akshaya Kalaha Thataham Vishwato Mukhaha. I am the supporter of this whole universe. This Thataham word, Thata in Sanskrit, Dhatri, is a very, very important. The word is packed with philosophical significance in Hinduism. Hindus understand the universe different than every other civilization on the earth. In other civilizations on this earth, what they believe is God is somewhere, and that God is ruling over this world, created this world and is ruling over this world. When this dhatri, thata word comes in Sanskrit, it comes packed with the philosophical understanding of the Hindus. The Lord doesn't support this world from outside. The Lord supports the world by being the world. Siya Ram mai sab jaga jani. Karo pranam jori par. Isha vasyam idam sarvam. Bhagavan says. The Upanishad says. In Gita also he says, I am everything. I am all this. So he doesn't support from outside, as other civilizations believe. He supports the world by being the world. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Vasudeva is everything. Like how the clay supports a pot. The clay supports the pot by being the pot. So in a little word, when he says Thataham, I am supporter of this world, that brings with it the whole philosophical tradition, that I am actually the world, and so I am supporting this world by being the world. Vishwato Mukham, I have faces everywhere. Everything is my face. Every face is my face. Vishwato Mukham, Mukhaha. Mrityu Sarvaharashchaham. Among those things that bring destruction in the world, that people bring destruction and all, I am that death itself. Death is the ultimate destruction, isn't it? This is another thing about, see, Bhagavan is not only positive things, life, he is also death. Because if he is responsible for life, who will be responsible for death? He only, he is responsible for everything. Mrityu sarvarascha. Mrityuhu sarvaharashchaham udbhavascha bhavishyatam. Bhagavan Shankaracharya gives nice, he says, Udbhavascha, of those people who are destined to be successful and great and prosperous, I am that prosperity and success. Udbhavascha, bhavascha, bhavishyatam. And in that next line is very famous. That's why I stopped there. That last line. How many lines do you have there? 2. I have one line for that too. That's why I said the last line. Kirti Shri Vakchanari Nam Smritir Medha Dhritik Kshama. These are 5 feminine qualities. Bhagavan says, I am all of them. I am the 5 feminine qualities. All the men here, don't get angry. But truly speaking, the 5 feminine qualities are most wonderful. See, Kirti, fame. Kirti means yash, fame. I am that. Let me tell you something. This is the most sought after thing in the world. Even money doesn't fall close. Kirti, fame, falls on the lokeshana. I told you now there are 3 desires of human being: lokeshana, vitteshana, and putreshana. These are the 3 eshanas that human beings means. Where all of us have desire for the opposite gender. That is called a putreshana. Then we have desire for wealth. They're called vitteshana. And lastly, all of us have desire for name and fame and recognition and attention and on all such things. This is the most pervasive of the 3. The most pervasive, this one. That is called kirti. See how it is most pervasive. Look here. Little children, they have any attraction for the opposite sex? No. That is only a certain time in life, isn't it? Then, wealth. If you give a child an ice cream or a $100 bill, a 3-year-old, which he'll take? Ice cream, what he'll do with a $100 bill? He'll take ice cream. Money doesn't mean anything to him. And later on in life also, money means nothing. But you know this thing called as kirti? People, how they desire attention and name and fame and notice. Oh, from childhood, he wants attention. If the mother leaves him for a minute and he doesn't get that attention, he starts. He wants that attention from birth till past the death. When after he goes also, something should be in his name. And in Western civilization, they're going to put a tombstone there. And they write something. So he should be remembered. When they see that tombstone, they'll remember this fellow. And when he goes in style also. Even while he's going, he wants to go in style. So everybody say, wow, 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 wow. Ramlal ji, he went in style. He went in a limousine hearse. Kirti. Past the death. Shrihi. Shri means wealth. Wealth is Shri in Sanskrit. Shri. So that's number 2. The word itself is feminine in Sanskrit. Vak. Vak means speech. Feminine. Vak. No wonder women are better talkers than men. That's why we always say also, what is your mother tongue? You ever hear anybody say, what is your father tongue? Never. We learn language from our mother. Every civilization knew it. We learn language from our mother. Whatever the mother is speaking, we speak also. Mother tongue. Vak. Narinam means of the feminine gender. Smritihi. That's number 3. Number 4. Smriti. Smriti means memory. Feminine quality. Smriti in Sanskrit. Smriti. I don't know if women remember better than men. But if any men remember well, he's a married man, he's telling me. He said they don't forget. Women don't? I heard a nice story. One fella telling the doctor. He said, Doc, anytime me and my wife have an argument, my wife gets historical. Anytime we have an argument, she gets historical. You mean to say she gets hysterical? He said, no, historical. She brings up all history of the past only. All the, she don't forget anything. Smriti. Medha. Medha means intelligence. That's what see children yesterday chanted Medha Suktam. Intelligence. This feminine quality. Intelligence. So the idea is what? So only women have intelligence? Only women could talk? No. The guna is being spoken about. That guna which is there in that person, that guna is a feminine guna. Like that. So there are masculine gunas also. Qualities. You see? Medha. Dhriti. Dhriti means fortitude. That we know clearly. Women have much more fortitude than men. You know, it is said that when the pioneers came to America, with those European people, and they were going through all the rough terrain with snow and ice and everything, the death rate was higher among men than women. More fortitude among women. And kshama. Kshama means forgiveness. These are all qualities. How many? 7, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 qualities. Feminine qualities. Bhagavan said, I am all of these qualities. I am these qualities. You see? So if you see this, if you see smriti, memory or intelligence, and if you see it in abundance anywhere, you should immediately remember the glory of the Lord. Because all of these things are supposed to point our mind towards the Lord. And Bhagavan ends this chapter by telling, my dear Arjuna, look here. Really speaking, there is no end to my glories. I could go on telling you from now till the end of the universe. There is no end to my glories. He ends the chapter like that. I stand pervading all things in this universe. Vishtabhyahamidam kritsnam ekang shena stito jagat. A fraction of my glory is upholding this whole universe. One fraction. Eka angsha. And the last line. This is it. Really the summary of the chapter. So wherever we turn our mind and whatever great quality we see in the world, remember, the Lord only. This is the gist of it. Okay? All right. I have to stop there because we have several other things to do. Before we continue to the announcements and all wrapping up, this year in our Varsha Pratipada Sansad, our topic which we dealt with was the Hindu home. And we are trying to now take this topic and pass it on, and take the discussion and pass it on to all the people in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? And so we decided that wherever I'm having yajnas, we'll have one representative from the Sansad to come and speak on that topic. And then all the different organizations will also do additional things so that we'll get this message out. The threats to the Hindu home. There are grave threats out there to the Hindu home, and we have to take heed. So, today, we have a representative from the Sansad that will come and speak with you. Anila is supposed to be, she's here. Please come. Where's the microphone, people? Here you.
Hari Om and Namaskar to Swamiji, Swami Prakashananda, Shri and Srimati Ram Kilawan, Mr. Kenan, all the brahmacharis, to the parents, teachers, and students of the Vidyalayas, Hari Om. So, I know this is the first yagya that you all are having since we had Varsha Pratipada. So I'll sort of give an overview of what Varsha Pratipada is all about. The Varsha Pratipada Sansad. So Varsha Pratipada is the celebration marking the Hindu New Year, the first day of the first month, Chaitra, in the Hindu lunar calendar. For the past 6 years, the Varsha Pratipada Sansad, or Parliament of the Hindu New Year, has been marking this occasion through a program held annually right here at the Chinmaya Mission Ashram. This year's program, themed Threats to the Hindu Home, was held on the 2nd of April. Varsha Pratipada marks the beginning of the calendar year in the Hindu tradition, and therefore, appropriately, the theme which is presented at this program sets an agenda for all participant Hindu organizations, as they are encouraged to approach this theme from their own various perspectives, in programs of their own throughout the year. Varsha Pratipada is symbolic of the differences that exist in our society, which are often homogenized and glossed over, eradicating that which would truly make us a rainbow nation. What do we lose by way of tradition and practices by being forced to fit our Hindu activities, ordered through the Hindu lunar and solar calendars, into the current European-derived Gregorian calendar? Varsha Pratipada thus allows us to reclaim something very basic to how our rituals and traditions are practiced, and which is intrinsic to all Hindu festivals, and that is time. The Sansad is a conglomeration of various Hindu groups which have come together to bring to the fore issues of social and national importance to the local Hindu community as well as the regional and international Hindu communities. It is part of an attempt to locate Hinduism in our specific context in Trinidad and Tobago as well as in the current day. What are the issues that Hindus in Trinidad and Tobago face, and how do we attempt to deal with them? This is what the members of the Varsha Pratipada Sansad seek to address when they come together every year in planning and arranging a program around a specific theme, which is discussed, explored from many angles, taking into consideration the diverse points of view of the members of the Sansad. And this is then presented at the annual Varsha Pratipada program via the Marga Darshan from Swami Prakashananda ji, who through the lens of the sannyasi takes all the views presented and then shows the path forward. This democratic process, which involves the coming together of various Hindu organizations, who through much discussion and deliberation arrive at a theme, and then work in amalgamation to present a program which is unlike most other Hindu observances in Trinidad and Tobago, has its roots in Hindu Dharma, within the massive Mahakumbh Mela held every 12 years. It is therefore a dharmocracy at work. As I mentioned, the theme sets the tone for member organizations for the year ahead. It is explored through their own programs and ideologies. The Sansad does not dictate to each organization as to how they are to deal with this theme. The role of the Sansad is merely to highlight issues and bring them to the fore. Our theme this year is Threats to the Hindu Home, and this marks the 6th year of the Varsha Pratipada Sansad. The Hindu Prachar Kendra has made this the theme for the Pichakari competition at this year's Phagwa celebration, encouraging compositions which reflect this focus. The Hindu Students' Council has had 2 events dealing with the issue of intermarriage, as a marriage partnership forms the basis of the Hindu home. The Vishwanath Hindu Social and Cultural Organization of Sangrik Chiquito has made this theme the center of their Indian Arrival Day celebrations to be held on the 30th of May as we reflect on the 100th anniversary of the arrival of the last ship of Indian indentured immigrants to Trinidad. And of course, the Chinmaya Mission is highlighting this theme through all Swamiji's yagyas, where one person from VPS would present on the Varsha Pratipada Sansad. These are the ways the various member organizations of the Sansad are incorporating the annual theme into their calendar of events. For the past 6 years, the themes have been explored are, in 2012, Pranam or bowing. In 2013, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the world as one family. In 2014, the child. Shall we rock or wreck the cradle? In 2015, Dharmocracy or enlightened citizenship. In 2016, the Hindu pagan, enigma or reality. And in 2017, threats to the Hindu home. It is this spirit of open dialogue and discussion which has seen membership of the Sansad grow from just 4 organizations in 2012 to 14 in 2017 with a further 2 on observer status. As we work to grow the Sansad and the Varsha Pratipada event, we acknowledge that the process and the observance is one which will take time. Our vision is a long-term one to create a discursive Hindu space through which tradition can be analyzed, interpreted, and built upon, dealing with current-day issues while being rooted firmly in Hindu tradition and ideology. We encourage those who may wish to join, whether as an organization through the Sansad, where we invite you to bring your organization's ideology to the table, or as an individual with expertise which you are willing to lend as we work to grow. This year, we have implemented a Senate system, which is just a panel of expertise, individuals who were brought together to contribute to the discussion and air their views on what they saw as threats to the Hindu home. Their opinions were taken into consideration as Swamiji formulated his Margdarshan address. So this is one way that individuals can become more involved in the planning and implementation of the program. Expertise may sound like a daunting word, but who is an expert on the home? The parents, the grandparents, the pundits who have insight into the homes, the doctors who see generations of families, the teachers who communicate with parents and students on a daily basis, elderly persons in the community. These are all qualifiers. And of course, the most basic and yet is by marking the day of Varsha Pratipada as a festival day, most intrinsic to the framing of Hinduism, intrinsic to the entire Hindu calendar. We in the Sansad would like to encourage all to attend the programs, which usually fall between late March and early April. And if the program resonates with you, spreading the word, bringing someone else along the following year. It truly is a program which is markedly different in its observance of a festival. Varsha Pratipada Sansad is about dialoguing, about framing ideologies, about learning to deal with differences of ideology and opinion in a constructive way so that we can work at strengthening Hindu Dharma and bring our values as solutions to present-day issues. And Swamiji, I just wanted to note that when you were speaking, it was interesting that listed in all the great things that Bhagwan is so good at, that he's the best at, that there was one point about debate, which really marks how intrinsic dialogue is to the Hindu tradition, and that is really what Varsha Pratipada is about. It's about bringing back dialogue to our tradition and getting people discussing issues and then airing those views. So that's all. Thank you, Namaskar, and Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you, Anila. Okay, so wherever we have yajnas and satsang going on outside, we'll have a representative from the Sansad to come and speak. It is a very, very important initiative. Organizations. Please take a look at the bookstall at the back. There is a commentary on that very famous stuti by Tulsidashi, stuti which comes from the Vinaya Patrika, which all of you know. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajamana Harana Bhava Vayad Arunam. It's very famous. There's a commentary by our Puja Guruji Swami Tejomayanji. Please see this. Huh? And here is also a very famous book of Swami Tejomayananda. It's called as Hindu Culture. All the basics about Hindu culture is in this book. It has become a very, very popular book in the mission and sold many, many, many copies. And the gracious Guru glorious Ganga, gracious Guru. The Guru is like the flow of Ganga, bringing down the knowledge from the Himalayan heights. And the life of I. You must have heard of the life of pi. So that pi lost the P. It's only now life of I. So please see this book. Swami Ishwaranandji worked hard in bringing together this life of I. Lot of things are happening at the ashram. You may have been given an envelope like this when you were coming in. This is for those who want to. Today I have to give out. They'll give this will be collected at the door. Those who want to make a contribution. See, these type of organizations, they run. Chinmaya Mission runs by donations from people like you. And every cent that is collected goes right back into the mission. Please remember, the Swami doesn't have a bank account. I eat because I get food from you. I wear Crocs because people buy Crocs for me. Whatever I have, somebody sowed and gave to me. I do not have a bank account and I have no family to take care of at all. So I do not need any money. The money comes into the ashram and goes back into all the things which you yourself benefit from. Isn't it comfortable to sit and have some AC and sit in a soft chair? I didn't work for it. It is your money that went to buy the chair, and your money that went to put the AC, and your money paying the bill too. But I don't have a bank account and any money to pay anything. So this is how it runs. So the contributions go right back into the mission for all the things that we do. Our tea party is coming up on the 30th of this month. Please see. But before that, on Friday, this Friday, our Swami Bodhatmananji is coming for one night satsang he'll have. He's coming for the Vedanta course to teach the brahmacharis, but he'll have one night satsang on Friday night, this Friday. It's just a few days from now. Swamiji comes in tomorrow. All right. On 3rd of June, we have Pratyahar, free concert with a lot of great artists. Last night I told you, Mangal Patesar and several others will be here on the 3rd of June. On the 4th of June, Ganga Dhara Festival in Blanchishes, the very next day. And then in July, we have summer classes for children, where we teach all values and scriptures, shastras and all that kind of thing, starting on the 17th of July. On the 17th of August, Swami Swarupanandji is coming, head of Chinmaya Mission International. Swarupanandji, August 17th. And in October, Swami Abedhanandji will be coming from South Africa. All right. Our schools are open for registration for the new term, and our Balvihar program on Sundays also, very important thing. Okay, these are the main announcements. We'll have Aarti or we'll have other? Mr. Kenan will come and then we'll have Aarti after that.
Hari Om. Let me join with Swamiji in welcoming members of the Indian High Commission who are here to join us in satsang tonight. Thank you for coming. I just want to respond to the representative from the Varsha Pratipada Sansad by indicating that in response to whatever transpired here at the last convention, we have decided to include a comprehensive program on parenting that will support what has been said, that will encourage better family life at the level of the home. Puja Swamiji, Our gracious thanks to you for sharing this ancient wisdom that flowed from the lips of Bhagwan Sri Krishna through Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We're indeed very blessed to be in your presence, and we want to thank you for this opportunity that you present to us on a daily basis to serve here at the ashram. May Bhagwan continue to inspire you, and may you be suffused with tremendous amount of energies so that we can continue the legacy of Puja Gurudev. Right, I will also like to say a very special thank you to our president, who is sitting way at the back there this evening, as Sri Rupal Rambihari ji, for your dedication, for your commitment, for your support, and for your generosity to every single project we have here at the ashram. Mr. Bihari, thank you so much. Right, to all the parents and all the students who would have come here for the last 3 nights, night after night, our sincerest thanks and our deepest gratitude to all of you. To the members of the staff, they work tirelessly on a daily basis, contributing their collective energies, and I want to repeat, collective energies, for the success of our students, first of all, and this institution. We truly appreciate all your efforts, and I want to say thank you on behalf of Swamiji and on behalf of the administrative staff. Our sincerest thanks and our deepest gratitude to all those wonderful individuals who continue to contribute in many ways to the success of not only this yagya, but to all the programs that we have here at the ashram also. So thank you so very much. We all stand as we engage in final.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll just say a few words. A couple of things I just want to tell you fast. Dr. Deepak Pandey is here with us from the Indian High Commission. Somebody who really cares about Indian culture and thinks Indian in Trinidad and Tobago, and he's making a great contribution to the uplift of Indian culture and heritage and knowledge and all such things in Trinidad. One more thing I want to tell you in that regard, the Indian Commission has several courses, numerous courses that you can go and study in India, all paid by the government of India. Please contact us. See, we'll also put up on the boards outside the various courses that are available. In fact, yesterday I sent it out to somebody who was asking about that. So there are several things that you can, short courses like 3 weeks, then there's the whole Hindi course which goes on 9 months. Different things are there. And in several areas you can learn. So please see that, avail yourself of the opportunity. And only this time, because Deepak ji is there, we are becoming aware that so many things are available that people can go and do. And the government of India is reaching out to so many people across the globe. And here you can also contact the High Commission, contact us here. I will pass on those, the syllabus to you and all the brochures and all that. Okay? All right. I asked Deepak to say a few words, but he declined. But I want you all to know that we have a very dynamic individual in the High Commission now. Okay. He's also helping us with our Hindi program here at the school. And the High Commission is teaching so many different things. Hindi across the island and music and so many things involved being taught in our school here through the High Commission and the Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Cultural Cooperation. Okay, let us all stand for Aarti. Baad mein dekhenge.